To all of the guys who say that girls cry and get out of tickets, you're wrong. I got pulled over and the police officer walks up to my window and he says, "You were going 20 over." And I was like, "Officer, can we talk about this?" I explained my situation. Starbucks happy hour only lasts for so long. I apologized and said it wouldn't happen again. And I left without a ticket. And I didn't cry one time. My sister tried to put her lashes on by herself. This is the lash glue she just used. A little something like this.
1 hour prior.
There are multiple different things that guys... What? I'm video...
Disclaimer, I didn't believe her because she always messes with me.
Wait.
Put your head up.
Maddie. Sorry, it's not funny. I know. Wait.
Was I not supposed to do that?
Do not swallow. Do not get in eyes. Oh, that's just freaking great.
It's burning.
I don't know if I'm supposed to like pull this off.
No. No.
I have one. I got one lash off.
Her lash.
Wait, can you try to open it?
Okay, so we got one I opened. Oh. Okay, go.
Final end update. She's okay. Are you okay?
So if you follow my Instagram, you already heard this story, but if not, prepare yourself for chaos. If you know one thing about me, it's that I've been trying to find love since like 08. So there I am scrolling on my TikTok, and I see this TikTok dude. I'm like, that man is fine. Let me just DM him. You know what? People will be like, dating apps aren't safe, but you know what's not safe? Scrolling on your For You page and finding some random guy and thinking that you're gonna fall in love with him. I DM the guy. Ironically, we are both in California at the exact same time. So I don't want to hang out with this guy alone for the first time, so I decide to invite him over to Hype House, my new home, with my new friends. And instantly, everyone in the house is just like, there's something wrong with this boy, Tabitha. And I'm like, love struck. I'm like, no, he's perfect. So they try to give me dating advice. Very kindly and politely, they're like, Tabitha, I just don't think he's for you. I'm like, you guys don't know. So I decided to hang out with them for a second time to really just get a feel. You know what I decided to do? I decided to go to the beach with him at 3 a.m. So I go to the beach with this guy, and I'm starting to get really off vibes. I'm like, you know what? Something's wrong here. So I cut the date sesh early. I go home. I admit that there's something wrong with this guy. My friend Beth comes over, and we decided to book a spontaneous trip to New York City. So we're at the airport standing in the Southwest airline line, and Beth starts texting me, and she's like, oh my gosh, Tabitha, that one boy's on our flight. I'm like, what? Which boy? She's like, the one. So I board the plane, and this is what she texts me. She's like, hide your face, lay down. So I pull my mask up, put my sunglasses on, and pull my hood over. She's like, don't pick up your head until I get there. So I'm hiding on a plane. My friend Beth gets on the plane, and we're literally like this the whole flight. So then our flight lands in New York City. And oh my god, I kid you not, we sprint to baggage claim. We grab our bags off the belt, look over, and see him coming down the escalator. This random guy. This man's like, taxi? Taxi? We're like, heck yeah, we need a taxi. We follow this man outside, get in his van. He pulls us out of the airport, and I realize this is an unmarked vehicle. It doesn't say Uber, it doesn't say Lyft, it's not a taxi company. So I avoided one problem at the airport, now I have a whole nother issue. So Beth and I are texting each other back and forth like, something's wrong. I'm terrified, so I start texting Thomas. So I text Thomas, and I'm pretty much just telling him like what happened. He thinks I'm kidding. So we start updating him as we drive with this man. I'm sending him pictures of what the car looks like, what the guy looks like. So our hotel is like over here, and this man's driving this way. And we're like, that's the wrong way. And plus, he barely speaks English. So we're like, sir, we need to go that way. He's like, no, I know the roads, there's construction. We're like, oh my gosh, okay. I kid you not, I have 911 ready. Beth and I start looking for a way, like if we needed to escape, like how we were gonna get out. And we realized you can't open the car from the inside. It's a car that you can only open from the outside. Genuinely, this was the scariest moment of my entire life. So Beth and I are just like, let's just agree, like let's tell him to let us out. We get on this street. It's like a 5-minute walk from our hotel. And we're like, let us out. And this man starts arguing with us. So Beth and I look at each other, we make an agreement with our eyes. Beth starts distracting him while I reach out, open the door, go to the back, pop the trunk, and take our luggage out by myself. And this man starts demanding all of this money from Beth, and he starts yelling, making a scene. Beth reaches in her wallet, throws $50 at him, I grab our luggage, and we sprint to our hotel. But it gets worse!
Okay, so I'm going to get my nails done, and this is what I'm asking for, and we're gonna see how they turn out.
I cannot stop crying.
Now, I'm sure you're thinking like, wow, she's crying, her nails must look terrible. No, actually, they look just like the picture. But that is not the point. I was just sitting in a nail salon, and this little girl came up and was seated next to me. In every way, shape, and form, this little girl reminded me of my little sister. So the little girl asked the lady how much it was for like a full set of acrylics. And the lady said $47. So the little girl gets up, she goes to her mom, and her mom's like, that's too expensive, like we can't afford that right now. And in my head, I'm like, wow, I wish my little sister was here with me. So I go to pay for my nails, and I asked the lady if I could also buy a gift card. So I literally turned around, and I handed the little girl my gift card, and I told them both, like, if my little sister was here with me, like, I would be paying for her nails. So like, for the day that you can be my little sister. Why am I such a baby? and she starts crying. I know it's literally just nails, but like, that little girl reminded me so much of my little sister. Crying was not in my agenda today. But if you're that little girl and you see this, thanks for letting me pay for your nails. Thanks for being my little sister for the day. So I've come to the conclusion that I think I'm just really sad. I am no longer going to be sad. I am not going to let anything get in my way. Nothing is going to get in the way of my happiness. What is this? Fire! I'm gonna have to ask you guys not to judge me for this one. I made myself a protein shake. I read the ingredients wrong. I accidentally put 4 tablespoons of flaxseed. That morning I went to school. I used the bathroom 4 times before first hour. My next class was a class of all guys. I walked in and remembered we had presentations that day. Gratefully, I was partnered with my cousin. I stood up and I felt my stomach do the thing. Oh my gosh. There was no stopping this one, boys. I clenched my butt, but it was too late. She done did slip. In front of everyone, she just came out. The loudest fart in history was released. As it expanded across the room, I could see the guys' faces in terror. I'm gonna puke. My eyes. Call Nurse Deborah. I was humiliated. And my cousin Dylan spoke up and said, "Oops, my bad, boys. That was a pretty nasty one." All of the guys went wild. Oh, bro, that was great. Dude, that was the best one I've ever heard in my life. Bruh, give me some. While they were distracted, my cousin gave me the nod. Hurry up, Tab. Go to the bathroom. I got these guys. I ran to the bathroom. They celebrated that fart for the rest of the year. And we never told anyone. Isn't that right? High five. I just got in my car. Every time I hit the brakes, it makes this noise. So I call my dad. I'm like, "Dad, there's something wrong with my car." My dad thought it would be funny to put one of the alarm things that go off whenever a big truck is backing up, and he attached it to my brakes. So now I have to drive an hour and a half with this noise. I don't even want to look at anyone. This guy is staring at me. Please don't be a red light. Please don't be a red light. Turn red. Currently at a red light. Yep. Oh, should I slow down for this corner? Maybe. I'm just pulling into the parking lot. I just passed a little turtle, and ladies and gentlemen, we are turning around. We gotta go shave it. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Hold over on the side of the highway to save a little turtle.
Ow, ow, I'm trying to save you, bro. Don't go back into that way. Go that way. No. Oh, this is so embarrassing. No. Back to the highway, stupid. Go in the grass. Back into the grass. No, why are you going that way?
Today is a great day to save a life and risk yours trying. That just gave me anxiety. I thought the semi was going to hit me. I'm so proud of myself. Now, will my dad be proud when he sees this video? No. I don't know why I thought this would be a good idea. So I saw this video. It said to try latex paint as a face mask. This is what happened. I don't know who would be dumb enough to try that. Why am I doing this? What if this does not come off? Going in for a second layer. I'm gonna go let this dry. Update, my face is kind of stinging. Those little red dots burning. This hurts so bad I think I'm gonna puke. No. Holy crap. Why did I do this? Yeah, don't try this at home. You will not believe what a lady did today. My sister and I go into Walmart, standing in line at the self-checkout. We walk up and stand behind a lady. My sister leans over to me and whispers something. The older lady in front of us whips around and says, "Would you like to share that with everyone else?" And this lady starts screaming at her. Both like, "What?" So I start talking to the lady. The lady walks up to my sister, puts her hand on her face, and lifts her head up to talk to her. You not aware of everything that's going on right now? The lady goes, "Oh, it's fine. I have gloves on." You've literally gone around Walmart this entire time touching random crap, and then you put your hands on my sister's face. Everyone in Walmart is staring at us. Manager walks up and asks us what the problem is. The lady says, "These 2 girls were standing behind me whispering about me." Whisper, my sister said? What'd you ask?
I asked how do you put the peanut in the M&M.
Little sister was not whispering about her. I don't know how they fit the peanut in the M&M. That's enough for today. Just watched a video on how to do a front flip in 15 minutes, so I had to try it. I too could learn this in 15 minutes. The beginning was easy. Somersault, handstand. Well, kinda. I got a little hesitant, but I knew this was my journey. Nothing was going to stop me. I worked minute by minute. This one about knocked me out. That was a chicken. I knew eventually I would get it. Nothing would come in my way. They always say break a leg. Well, I did, as well as my arm and ankle. I had 60 seconds left. The clock started ticking down. I knew I had to give it my all, so I went full send. That's when I knew I messed up. You think I gave up? Actually, I did. We'll try again tomorrow. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. You need to hear this. One time my friend and I were hanging out. Saw this really attractive fella. She told me I shouldn't even shoot my shot because the guy was a 10 and I was a 6. Well, guess what? 4 years later, and one of us is engaged to that 10 with a dream house being built in the country, making 6 figures at 20 years old. While the other one of us is single, unemployed, moving back in with her parents, and drinking a Dunkin' coffee while on TikTok in her car. I'll be at the wedding, Meredith. You know what I did? I had to leave my campus. On the way home, I stopped by Academy. I just had this Academy bag sitting in my car. Okay, so I put my credit card, social security, check from my university, driver's license, all in this Academy bag. I've been home for, Dad just called me. Like, when did you go to Illinois? I've never been there. He's like, Tabitha, don't lie to me. No, I've never been there. And he just told me there's a warrant for my arrest. What? So I completely forgot about the stuff that was in the Academy bag. So I took the clothes out and I threw the whole bag away. Someone got their little fingers on my stuff. Identity has been stolen. And you would think that's why I'm upset, right? No. Someone is out there committing crime with my identity. And they could freaking commit any crime. No, what do? Steal a park bench. Telling me you're identifying as someone else. You could have robbed the bank, sold illegal drugs, stole the Statue of Liberty, kidnapped me. Of course, they're stealing park benches and swiping my credit card for a blow-up pool, 3 blocks of cheese, 11 bottles of Coke. I am so disappointed in myself. Okay, I'm not one for complaining, but last night I was supposed to have a date. 30 minutes prior to the date, the guy texts me and says, I'm not gonna be able to make it, can we reschedule next week? I'm like, yes. Then he says, I just wanted to tell you before you started getting ready. 30 minutes before the date. I picked out my outfit last week. I did my hair yesterday. I shaved my legs last night. Therefore, 30 minutes prior to our date, I was ready, sitting on the couch, scrolling through TikTok. But he doesn't know my TikTok username, so he won't see this. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to drop out of college. You will not believe what had just happened. This morning, I had an interview with our university's president. That being said, I got a little dressed up. I wore a dress, and I wore those sticky cup bras that are like singular and silicone. So I'm sure like any other college, the university's president's kind of a big deal. So I got a little nervous. The interview finally comes to an end. And this is where things get interesting. So like I said, I was a little nervous. His receptionist comes in and says, okay, let's get a picture. So I stand up to take a picture with the president. And as I stand up, I feel my silicone, singular, sticky bra unstick from my boob, slip down my side. And as the president walks in front of me, my bra falls off on the floor by his foot. How are you supposed to explain that? Okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to drop out of college. You will not believe what had just happened. This morning, I had an interview with our university's president. That being said, I got a little dressed up. I wore a dress, and I wore those sticky cup bras that are like singular and silicone. So I'm sure like any other college, the university's president's kind of a big deal. So I got a little nervous. The interview finally comes to an end. And this is where things get interesting. So like I said, I was a little nervous. His receptionist comes in and says, okay, let's get a picture. So I stand up to take a picture with the president. And as I stand up, I feel my silicone, singular, sticky bra unstick from my boob, slip down my side. And as the president walks in front of me, my bra falls off on the floor by his foot. How are you supposed to explain that?
Welcome to Tabitha's cooking channel. So first what you're going to need is some Greek yogurt, right? You're going to need chocolate syrup. You got to make sure you have plenty of that. You're going to need some whipped cream in there. as well as some ketchup, because ketchup would be really good. What I like to do is I like to take barbecue sauce. I think it mixes pretty well with the chocolate syrup. I think that mild sauce is pretty much good on anything, so like why not just put it in like the food you're baking. Go-gurt, oh my gosh, literally my favorite thing as a child. Lots of eggs, so 2 eggs would be good. Right in the bowl. Make sure you like smash them with your hands so that like it goes in really nice. The flour, and probably about a cup is fine. And that's all. I went on a date right after class, and we're going to go to a movie. In my backpack is my laptop and everything important for every class, and my dad gave me my tuition money for next semester. So we're going on this date, and we park the car. And I go, hey, wouldn't it be funny if someone stole my backpack? And the guy goes, yeah, that would be funny. I was like, yeah, it would be funny. So we're going on our great date. Our date comes to an end. We go back outside to get in the car. And as we're about to get in the car, we notice there is no car. Someone had taken the car and my backpack. So like any logical person, I fell, crying, trying to explain to this guy he doesn't understand how screwed I am. So we both freak out. We don't know what to do. So he calls his parents. Turns out it's his parents' car, which was stolen along with my backpack.
Okay, wait. Yeah, I gotta work out tonight. I just wanted to have a relaxing day. But no. Why? Because I have no common sense. Today I went shopping at Dunham Sports. And I start shopping. So as I shop, I'm like draping everything over my arm. Then I realize, oh, I just left my wallet in my car. Let me just go get that. So I go outside. I walk out the doors and suddenly alarms start going off. I'm like, what is that? A fire? A tornado? Hurricane? So I'm looking around to figure out if I need to run from the burning building or duck in the corner and hide from the tornado. And the guy from the front desk runs up to me. On his radio, he says, yeah, we got someone shoplifting. Well, shoot, who's shoplifting? Me. I was. Whenever I went to go get my credit card from my car, I took the 3 sweatshirts that were draped over my arm with me. Really, where is my common sense? Honestly, I should have just took off running because shoplifting sounded better than what I just did. I looked at him and said, I just forgot my credit card in my car, and I just happened to take the hoodies that I didn't pay for outside. He was like, I was like, and security was like, oh, do we arrest her? So if you guys see my common sense anywhere, let her know I'm looking for it. My dad told my sister and I to run to Walmart real fast to get milk. Tell me why. She has been in Walmart for 45 minutes. She is taking longer than my mom at Target. 12 hours later. Literally what? Oh, there she is. Took her long enough. Why does she only have a half gallon of milk? Wow. Pay attention. It's okay, we can go back in.
That was the last gallon milk.
It's not even a gallon, it's a half! Hey guys, so I started a YouTube channel and I just got verified, so... What?
The toilet overflowed, there's poop everywhere.
Again?
Yes, Blake did it.
Okay.
He's cleaning up with Mom's Christmas towel.
Okay, hang on. So this was gonna be longer, but I have to go deal with the situation because my brother's poop is now on the floor, so, my goal is to get to 400k subscribers. Yeah, I'm coming! Okay, so something super cute. So this morning, I went into Dunkin', and an old man and woman started to walk out the door. So I held the door as they walked out. As the elderly man passed me, he said, "Isn't the sky beautiful?" I said, "The prettiest thing I've ever seen." He said, "You know, that's what I used to say too, until I met her." He quickly walked over to his car so that he could open the door for his wife. Is that not so cute? And here I thought that just happened in the movies. Man, that love is real. It's real, man. So my sister just saw a cute boy in Target. Being the cool sister that I am, I decided to be her wingman and help her out. So he's standing behind us in the checkout line and my sister's acting all nervous. So I thought it would be a good idea to knock her stuff off the checkout table in hopes that he would help her pick it up. So I just grabbed all my bags and I took off running. I looked over my shoulder and I realized that he was helping her pick up her stuff. I'm a pretty good wingman. Did you get his phone number?
I'm gonna be single forever.
Why? What happened?
Nothing.
Did you get his phone number?
No.
What happened?
When I bent down to help him, I let one slip.
You let what slip?
A fart. What?
Where is the bag of stuff?
I left it.
Why did you leave it?
Because after I farted, he said it's okay. Sometimes life is stinky.
Drop my phone. Where'd it go? Oh my god. college party ever in February. My friend told me that everyone would be drinking. I had never drank before. The only alcohol I had been around was at like family celebrations. My friend recommended that I not drink for the first time at this party. I wanted to go anyways. She gave me an empty Malibu rum bottle. Said, here, fill this up and pretend it's alcohol. So I did exactly that. I show up at the party with my Malibu rum bottle and fake alcohol. I'm having a good time. So a guy points out my bottle and says, what's that? I was like, Malibu. So then he gets his buddy's attention. Bruh, look. His friend says, that's Malibu straight? I said, yeah, it is. I go hard. Well, then the two guys call my friend over. Claire walks up, looks at me and goes, dude, Tabitha, Malibu is clear. Like water. I was like, what? I had never seen Malibu rum before in my life. So before I went to the party, I had put apple juice in my Malibu rum bottle. So it was yellow instead of clear. Moral of the story, don't be me and try to fit in because you think it's cool. Because you'll walk in thinking you're hot stuff, acting drunk at a party, and then you'll leave looking like a clown with apple juice. Something super awkward just happened. So I just went to go get the venti iced white mocha with sweet cream and extra caramel drizzle. So I drive up to the window. Cashier says, the person in front of you already paid for your drink. I was like, how sweet. So I just pulled around the building and there is a guy in his car like this. Hey! I was like, ah! I saw the look of disappointment on his face. So he rolled down his window and I'm like, he apologized and said, sorry, I thought you were someone else. That wasn't for you. So I laughed. He laughs. I was like, thanks for the coffee though. He said, you're welcome, but can you pay me back for that? So all I have is my credit card. So I tell him I don't have cash. All I have is change. He's like, oh, it's fine. Change will do. So I just paid this man back $7 or almost $7 in change. Man, it's gonna be a great week. Hey guys, how's it going? It has been a minute. I've just been taking a break. You know how it is, mental health. Gotta find happiness in here. Thank you, Jesus. I'm about to hop on that trend. Literally everyone is trying that Starbucks drink. The venti iced white mocha with sweet cream and extra caramel drizzle. Fine for you. Hi, can I get the venti iced white mocha with sweet cream and extra caramel drizzle?
Of course. What else can I get for you?
That will be all.
That's going to be $7.76 at the window.
Thank you. Dude, it's $8? Man, it better be good. I have very high expectations for this. Moment of truth. Oh, that is good. Best day of my life. Oh.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad. I'm making a video.
Hey, your dog just got hit by a car. You okay?
Okay.
You need to come home. And can you pick up some milk on the way?
Literally worst day of my life. Okay, I need to know. Are oranges called oranges because oranges are orange? I'm making a video.
Why does overflow the toilet? There's poop everywhere.
I just called the fire department. Why would you call the fire department for a water spill? Apparently, Blake just overflowed the toilet and called the fire department. And the girls flooded the scene and got in my car because they didn't want to be blamed. The look of distress. You what? What?
Just peed.
Let me just see your outfit.
No, I'm going to the bathroom.
Just decided, you know, I kind of want to do a facial. You know what? We're gonna go get Starbucks. Hi. I get a mystery drink.
I'm sorry, what's a mystery drink?
Just you choose something for me. Thank you. You know what? I don't even know what this is. 10 out of 10. This is what I call a successful Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't know how I'm supposed to take this off. Mystery drink.
Okay. Do you want hot or cold?
Surprise me.
Do you want caffeine or no caffeine?
No caffeine.
No caffeine? Alrighty. I'll have this drink for you up the window.
There you go.
Thank you. Thought that this was like the vanilla bean frappe. This is all whipped cream. This is a venti whipped cream. This is good.
Might have just become my new regular order.
This is what I call a successful Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen.
There's so many cool challenges out there, like the cinnamon challenge, the spray and banana challenge, half gallon of milk challenge, the flour challenge, the salt and cracker challenge, the Tide Pod challenge. So I decided to come up with my own challenge. First, you're gonna take a mask. You're also gonna need to put your hair up. Apply the mask. Fuzzy socks. This next part of the challenge is very important. You're gonna take a glass and some Sprite. You're going to need some donuts. Now, take your donut and your Sprite. And mind your own business. Now, you see, not a lot of people can do this, so if you can do it, do at this video. I decided to go to the bathroom really, really bad, so I pulled over and went at this hotel. There was no one at the front desk, so I just took matters into my own hands and found the bathroom. Then, this happens. I just bombed their bathroom. The toilet's broken. There was like a little noise, then water starts coming out of the bottom of the toilet. Now, I'm not a plumber, but I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to happen. I then leave the restroom and notice there's a sign on the door. Restroom out of order. I just left in a panic and I'm sitting in the parking lot and I feel guilty. But I know that it's too late to apologize.